Okie dokie, boys and girls, the $1,000,000 question. What is my training split? I will finally address one of the most asked questions on this channel. And well, I decided to do so because at the moment, coming back from Japan, I have some, clear goals, or I should say some clear areas that I want to make stronger, which is mainly my legs, But, the training split that I'm using at the moment seems to be one that I think I will be using for quite a while, so I might as well introduce it. And before I even started with the workout you're seeing right now, I basically did a 10-kilometer run. This is something I do every day, so I run 70 kilometers a week. And well, I might increase the distance even a little bit more in the future, but it's gonna be stable around those 70 kilometers, I guess. And after that, I started to work out. And when I work out, it really just depends on how my schedule is going. So on days that I don't have work, I just run in the morning and I work out in the morning. And when I do have work, I basically run in the morning and train in the evening. So what you're watching here is a push day. And basically I started with a couple sets of planche. So I did some weighted planche and then I did one finisher set. And basically at the moment, planche is not my main priority. So I just try to focus my sets into, well, a couple sets per workout. I train planche about 3 times a week and I do 3 to 5 sets, I would say, in general. And, by doing so, I do those sets quite intensely. I am still able to maintain quite close to like my all-time peak or even get stronger. I feel like I might be able to move beyond it. But, in general, I'm doing a couple heavy sets where I don't completely go to my max, and then I do a lighter set, which is the straddle planche push-ups you just saw, where I can do a bit of a longer set, and it's kind of like a finisher set, right? And then today's push workout is kind of like a heavy push day where I do planche and push-ups. And so for the push-ups, you will see, or you will notice if you watched my previous videos, I am not doing as many push-ups as I used to. That's because at the moment, the key point that I want to make stronger is my legs. So push-ups are not the main focus. And so before I was just doing sets until failure, but now I decided to do, well, some longer sets, 5 sets of them. And even if it's not complete failure, I just try to build up volume in those 5 sets. So the final goal for this would be to do 10 sets of 100 reps, but first I want to build up to 5 sets of 100 reps. And those 5 sets of 100 reps, they're going to be a difficult goal to achieve, but because I'm working within those 5 sets, I feel like basically I can go hard but still manage my recovery, right? Because these push days, well, while they are taxing on the body, I'm going to have to recover a couple days from this. They're not insane volume, right? So I used to do like more than, or like 500 push-ups used to be the bare minimum, and that was when the push-ups were my main goal. But I feel like if I do that right now, I would be taking away from recovery for my legs, which at the moment I want my legs to be quicker in the running, stronger in the pistol squat, more endurance, more mobile, everything under the sun. I feel like my legs can use a bit more progress. And so, I'm not gonna spend my main energy on these push-ups. So, in the end, this push workout, it took me, I guess, like 45 minutes, which is, I think, like a normal workout time for me, like 45 minutes to an hour perhaps. Sometimes I go beyond it, but at the moment my workouts are very simple. And so, I am mixing up the push sessions with planche and push-ups, or like basic push-ups. And well, what I try to focus on the push-ups is to really let them hit my chest. And so basically, in doing so, the planche is not interfering with my push-ups, because planche is purely shoulders and biceps, and on these push-ups I try to use my chest as much as possible. So basically, even if my shoulders are tired, it does not really affect my ability to do these push-ups. And that's what I think is so wonderful about this combination. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's workout. Tomorrow's workout will be a pull day. So yeah, I guess I will see you then.